Wow, wow, wow. What a week. We reached Sunday. We got another week ahead of us. Monday, Case of the Mondays coming up. It's not going to be good. Welcome back to King Midas Collects with your boy Vaughn. We got some books to show off as always. And, you know, I had quite a weekend at the flea market. If you guys know me, if you followed IG, if you know anything about having a reseller license in the state of Maryland, there was a lot going on. It was the wild, wild west. So I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about that in a future video or discussion or podcast or something. But I find it really interesting. And what does that mean for like conventions? If you set up at a small show, are you supposed to have a license there too? I don't know. You're selling stuff. Anyway, I finally got an order here, guys, from our lovely couple on the medias out in the comic book community, Bird City Comics, Anthony and Laura. I put this order in back in March or April, and you guys know how it is when you're ordering books. They're 2 months out. They're variants, so it's going to take a while for that pre-order to come in, even though you order books like the next day they're supposed to release, but you have one item in that cart that doesn't come out for another 2 months, so you have to wait for your entire order to be in with the from the distributor into the store. So we were waiting on one or two books, and every single time I'd hit them up, they'd be like, all right, we'll push it to the warehouse. And I would be patient, always patient. There was a delay in one of the books, and then I'd be patient, wait a couple weeks, and then hit them up again. They checked again, wait a couple weeks. So it went on for months. And sometimes I do wish, I completely understand, no fault to anyone. When you get your business going and you get a lot of orders in and there's people constantly writing you or maybe even ripping you a new one, it can get frustrating, time consuming, and you don't get a chance to get back to everyone in a timely manner. I just hope that I don't ever get to that point. I always want to be transparent and get back to people as soon as possible. So it really goes a long way. No shade on anyone for not writing back when an order goes through. Be like, hey, look, we found your book, we shipped it, you got the confirmation that it's shipped, so that should be good enough. But I don't know, just hey, sorry for the delay, we finally sent it, I hope you enjoy it, blah blah blah. I'm never looking for a freebie or something like that. I just want transparency, and I hope that I can provide that when the store starts popping off for myself. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, let me show you what we got from Laura and Anthony. Shout out to them, killing it. They're monopolizing, that YouTube scene with comics, with all the podcasts that they do and they're a part of. So I appreciate everything that they do and getting that awareness out for this great and amazing hobby that we have. So this was the book in question that we were just waiting on, the final book that we were waiting on, because everything else that I ordered, they had already in stock from last 2021, even some exclusives from them that they still had. So this is Ice Cream Man issue number 35, a Nintendo Power #1 homage. It's incredible, right? All video game homages we have to pick up. You got image at the bottom there, it says Nintendo. I mean, if you have a Nintendo Power #1 and if you're a gamer watching this video, hey, get that book graded. It's worth a lot of money now. Crazy, right? We always hey, magazines, you read them. Hey, comics, you read them. But keep stuff preserved. You never know. And next up, this is the exclusive Stephanie Hans cover for Immortal Red Sonja #1. I absolutely love Stephanie Hans. Saw that. I believe she's part of this big international signature series signing that CGC is doing. And it makes sense. I did not know she was European, but it just totally makes sense. I love her style. Always been a big fan. So there's a lot of Stephanie Hans variants that I'm looking for, including Fearless Defenders #3. I've just been checking it out, trying to get some of those variants there, Valkyrie and Misty Knight and all the other girls in that series. Great covers. All right, next up we have a Vampirella Dracula Unholy issue #4 from Carla Cohen. Well, what else can we say about the work that Carla Cohen does? You guys need to follow her on IG and see how she creates these. This nothing about the. It's all past. What was it? She used pastels. Absolutely incredible. Like stuff like that, it just seems like it's a model. It seems like it's digital, but it is not at all. And speaking of Mrs. Carla, excuse me, married to the wonderful Lucio Parillo. This is a Department of Truth 16 Carla Cohen variant there. Just like picking up her work. She's just amazing. And same with this little lady right here in Selena doing that Sheena Queen of the Jungle issue number 1. Beautiful cover there. And then for issue number 3, we have a Nathan Zerdy variant there. Zerdy is hit or miss for sure. I think this was like a throw in, no, I think it was just discounted. I don't think they do the, Unknown Comics 616 Common Mint, buy 2 get 1 free junk. Master Universe Revelation. This is a David Nakayama variant here, of course, supporting the boy DNA. Shout out to him. More Selena goodness and Vampirella Dracula Unholy issue number 6 there. Beautiful stuff. We have a Beware the Eye of Odin. This is Castlevania homage for the Image series at 2022, last year's official Bird City seal on that joint. Fun book. Hail to the Crow, the Chromium edition there. This book is one of those hot indie books that a lot of people tend to have because there's like tons of different variants of that book. A couple more from Image here. We have Bird City. We have this awesome Vantage number 1 homaging Ninja Gaiden number 1 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. They even got the little slot that you could save or protect your NES games with there. I think that's fire. The one that was showing on the cataloging sites was the New York Comic Con edition on that sleeve there instead of saying Bird City Comics. So I'm sure that's like one in one here. This amazing, I can't remember the artist on this, but this is The Last Barbarians. It's a exclusive variant with Bird City, but like the negative on that coat, the negative space there is just phenomenal. And the last one from them we're going to show off is this Local Man number 1, homaging Spawn number 9, first appearance of Angela. Pretty cool. Love to see it. All right, next up, check it out, guys. I'm just going to show you now because I had the opportunity to do this. We all know that our LCSs get books sent to them in advance, and then they put their pull box subscribers, they get their boxes ready. Sometimes you're getting them a week prior, sometimes it's the weekend prior, or even the Tuesday before, Wednesday, New Comic Book Day. So I happened to go into my LCS tonight. We discussed a few things, bought a collection from him that he had somebody else's collection for a while that he was starting to parse little by little on consignment. The guy was finally like, all right, this has been 2 years now. Let's just go ahead and sell everything, see if there's a buyer for it. So I came in with an offer. There's breaks and breaks and breaks. I'll talk to you guys about this. Showed off stuff, the Web of Spider-Man, X Factors, Thor 337s. So the reason why I was invited back, they're usually closed on Sundays, is we were trying to find another box of comics that was supposed to be included in this collection. There was supposed to be like 10 to 20 Wolverine number 1s, that first appearance of Patch, right? His first ongoing series. So it was not in the 6 boxes that I got from him, and he's adamant that, that belongs in there. And when he said that, I also mentioned to him that a bunch of the Fantastic Four books that I got had detached covers. So I was, okay. Well, I'm going to make a deal with you and try to find... A lot of that stuff got parsed into the store, but I know where some of it is, and I'll make sure you get it. So we were trying to look for them. I got a chance to look through like 6 or 7 boxes I haven't seen at all, and I couldn't tell whether they were part of the collection or not, but he was letting me know that you'll know because you'll just see multiple copies of books. So we couldn't find it tonight. He was like, hey, we'll retry again next weekend. So if he's letting me look through stuff, that's pretty cool. In the meantime, he was doing his subscription boxes. I was able to grab my books for the week. That way I don't have to go in on Wednesday. And then there were actually 4 books, I believe, at the bottom that he was like, hey, take these. They belong in the collection. So I'll show you guys what they are. So first off, let's do the New Comic Book Day stuff here. So Fantastic Four Annual number 1 for 2023. Doing the Contest of Chaos storyline there. We had that Spider-Man second printing on number 10. Just more More Spider-Boy. More Spider-Boy. Invincible Iron Man issue number 9. Actually, a really great read. Y'all should check that out if you're not. Moon Knight City of the Dead issue number 2. I believe that's looks like Phil Noto on the cover there. And then I'm sure there's going to be multiple variants, multiple store variants of the wedding of Emma Frost and Tony Stark there in the Invincible Iron Man book. Realm of X number 1. Little one-shot action there. We have a Marvel Unleashed number 1. The Pets. Jean Grey number 1. Captain America Finale number 1. Daredevil and Echo number 4. We have an ASM 32. Can't believe we're already 32 issues into this volume. Then Immortal Thor number 1. Al Ewing taking that Immortal Hulk tagline over to Thor. And then the last thing added here was, of course, I'm sure people are going to want to buy these. The facsimile for ASM 300, and they're doing the foil treatment as they did for, 181 and Omega Man 3 and all these facsimiles now. They have to have a foil variant too, so it's like almost moot to get the original. But hey, that's a reader copy. Probably gonna give that to my son to check out, and he can enjoy it. Here next up, we have the books in question that were given to me. Just say, hey, just take these. It looks like 3 of them are faded, because the purple is a little different on one of them. But we have issue 185 of Avengers. There's a $25 price tag on the back of this. Star for consignment. I'd say it's a newsstand, but as 1979, it's typical. I mean, it would have a line drawn into it. So there's already a little dog ear at the bottom there that I got to get out, and it's got several spine ticks, so I don't think it's a $25. I'm pretty sure it's not a $25 book, but it is a minor key there. Something to do with the Darkhold, right? If I'm not mistaken. And then 4 copies here of Alpha Flight 33, and y'all know what this is. First appearance of Lady Deathstrike. They got $20 price tag on each of these. Probably not $20. I'm not sure what the price is for this right now, but they all are just from, they got a few, the corners aren't the sharpest, so I would still say a 9.0 at least. And that's before, of course, everyone does it, cleans and presses, so enjoy that. And then we also got this thrown in here. X-Men God Loves, Man Kills from Chris Claremont. Just something else that I saw that I was like, hey, let's throw this in, sure. And it can be something I can get signed by Mr. Claremont, because I believe he'll be at Baltimore Comic Con. So I shared a picture on IG. The one from that convention was out in Hawaii. I want to say it was 2017. So it's been 6 years. That's crazy, 6 years. And then let me show you guys some stuff as we were parsing again, going through these collections of stuff that's probably gonna just books to show off. So this shows Spider-Man number 3. For some reason that book is like part 1 of the Web of Carnage, so it's got a small amount of value, more so than the cover price of it. This Alice in Wonderland manga book from AP Press. It's in Mylar for some reason. Archie vs. Predator number 1. I just think still to this day one of the weirdest but sickest like collab books out there. Like, who thought to have Archie versus Predator? How does that make any sense? I'm gonna say this for last because we're gonna open up that bad boy. Here we have a ASM 349. Oh, whoa! I put it too close. It was zooming in a newsstand. Good to see that. Issue 345 in an or it's direct, but sorry, it's direct. So that's cool. I can't remember. There's just significance in that one too, but it's an awesome cover. This, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty cool. Issue number 359. Didn't think anything of it. Cool. It's a newsstand until, and y'all know what's coming up next. If y'all know, y'all know. I picked the wrong book. Yo, we're gonna do this live. Y'all can get on me on this. I thought it was 359. I was mistaken. It's the other one. It's $3.49. Yeah, because it's got the line. There's an unfortunate line, like a weird crease in the cover. It's not cut or anything, but it's like one of those like weird crimps. It's hard to explain. Maybe it is a cut. It just doesn't go through. Can't tell. Anyway, here's what I'm talking about. Maybe you guys, I don't know if you can see it as I do this. You can't really see it there, but we open it up, and then I'm looking at issue 350 and didn't see that there was one of these variants, but so let me make sure that y'all see the cover, and then you open up that bad boy for that Mark Jewelers. Boom. Took me by surprise. For some reason, I didn't think that a book from 1991 would still have Mark Jewelers in it. I just wasn't thinking of it. I'm typical of like mid 80s to get the Mark Jewelers. So that was cool to see. And again, in an ASM book for Mark Jewelers, that's pretty cool. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just didn't see anything past 340. Was it 349, right? That had a Mark Jewelers. But again, these cataloging sites sometimes don't necessarily have every book on there. So I have like a whole list of books that need to be added to this site because they can't keep up with everything. Anyway, we're going long here, but I forgot we do have these final variants that came in from this week. This is the Raza variant for Splintered Fate. New miniseries, IDW, TMNT. Go see that movie. That movie was awesome. It was so good. Tales of Teen Titans #2. This is the Danny variant, Raven variant here. Looks better. Doesn't look as good in person. I'll say that. There's some smack about this black and white Spider-Boy because people don't like Spider-Boy, but hey, second print, 1 in 25. Y'all know me. I'm a variant hunter. I get low print books, so we'll add that one to the collection. Speaking of low print, nobody's going to have this. This is Sirens of the City, issue #2, a 1 in 50 Swaby Virgin variant. I like Joshua. He's been killing it, so wanted to pick that one up. I think that one, years to come, will be a hard one to find. And of course, we're going to finish it off with the man himself, Adam Hughes, on that Dark X-Men 1 in 50 Virgin variant. Beautiful Madeline Pryor. Love it. Beautiful. Got that one on a steel too. Hey, you got to be quick to the trigger on these variants, but glad to have them in the collection. Hope you guys enjoyed the flub there. Those Spider-Man books, and hopefully we'll get to the story one of these days about the flea market. All in all, TLDR, we might not be setting up there anymore or give it a little bit of a rest for a little while just because I don't know. Well, we can get the license, but since I already have a storefront, it's like I'm not going to double up on my taxes. That just makes no sense to me. Everything with Shopify, point of sales, a POS app, I can literally add everything as I do when I make sales to Shopify so that it's cataloged and there's like a written transaction, so to speak. That way, I'm in line with everything that you're supposed to do as a seller. So we'll see. And on that caveat, on that note, basically check the site more often. I think more and more books are going to end up on there on a daily basis. So trying to really add it on there. And then each and every end of the month, what I'm going to try to do is probably go live on IG, do something where I can do a claim sale to push out some books, and then do not necessarily a purge, but a repricing of everything as much as I can, because the whole goal of this is to make sure we find affordable prices for everyone, add these books to your collection, and just have happy readers and collectors at the end of the day. I've gone on for almost 20 minutes now, so long video. The previous ones have been kind of short, so I hope you guys enjoyed all of this, seeing books early, breaking street rate, oops. But that's the industry, right? We all know that happens. It's okay. I paid for it. I didn't do anything in advance, to get one over on the system. So I just don't have to go on Wednesday. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into another video. Be sure to check out the website deepinkcollectibles.com for all your collecting needs. Join the Discord. It's down in the description below. We talk about comic books and everything pop culture 24/7. So it's a lot of fun, and I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy it. So we will see you later in the week with showing some more videos of all these boxes of books you guys are going to love. Hey, bag and boredom, enter that vault. We'll see y'all later.